Guys, welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm Mae.
And I'm Laura. And Mae, what we got today?
Okay, so today we are talking about the weirdest and worst Shark Tank pitches.
Oh my God.
And we're also going to do a little bit of Where Are They Nows for some of them.
Okay, absolutely excellent. I'm looking forward because that's a really great show.
Oh, yeah.
Top-notch American TV right there.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
All right, enjoy.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money
Hold
from
on.
that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's risque business news.
Look at his fucking tail. Are you kidding me? Let's go off this camera for this bit.
We have a surprise guest, Password's Tale. If you guys are watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, please go on YouTube, like and subscribe. Thank you.
Like and subscribe and enjoy this tiny little plume that just keeps flitting across the screen.
Yeah. He's so handsome. He's really enthralled by us on the TV right now.
We'll post a picture of, let's look. You'll enjoy this. This is a reason to go follow us on Instagram too. Look at this. Look at this. We're live and he is getting into the action. There's the plume.
He's our producer.
We would be so lucky.
Oh, yeah. That
Can't
would be
afford
great.
him.
No, we can't afford him.
Can't
How'd we
afford
get him?
I don't know. He just wouldn't leave.
So big news, obviously. We got to talk about it. The Queen.
The Queen, let's
Is
talk about it.
donezo.
Like, yeah, I mean, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
She was old as hell. Like, how did she hang in there for so long?
Yeah, because it seemed like, I mean, obviously she has handlers and stuff, but it felt like to me that she was kind of with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, so what's interesting is we were just there.
Yeah, that's
She
true.
was like waiting for us to come. She's
Right.
like, are Mae and Laura there yet? Like,
Yeah.
where? I mean, are you gonna hang out? And the Jubilee, she
Right.
did a lot of the activities. She
Yeah.
didn't do the little parade action, so fair enough. I wouldn't
Right.
want a parade either.
Right.
Remember they put the hologram of her? in
No.
Wait, did we not talk about this?
I don't think so.
Oh my God. This is when you got to Google
Okay.
real quick. Hologram queen.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Like she's
What-
Tupac. That was
Yeah.
weird, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I did not
Remember
appreciate
they
that.
did Michael Jackson, they did holograms of for a while too. I don't know, maybe they're still doing that in Vegas. What happens in Vegas should stay in Vegas.
Oh, is it like a young queen? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes. Though they did the hologram of the young queen in her carriage. The carriage.
That's hilarious. This is not an exact comparison because Kim Jong-un actually has fucking power and does things which are
Yes,
horrible,
yes.
but he is effective, okay? But could you imagine if they did something like this and they had a hologram of him? Everyone would be like, obviously he's fucking dead.
Oh my God, absolutely.
Remember when everyone thought he was dead for a wicked long time?
Yeah. Did we ever get confirmation?
Is he
there?
not dead? Maybe he's dead.
I never followed up.
No, me neither.
I assume someone would have told me if they were like, oh yeah, for sure though.
Would
He's
you
dead.
ever go? This is such an aside from the Queen, but would you ever go to North Korea? I think I'd be scared.
Absolutely, I'd go.
You would? I'd be too scared. I'd be scared they were gonna like frame me for doing something.
That's fair. I guess I would go. I said yes way too emphatically. I'm like, can I go now? No, I would go if I knew there was a certain level of like, I'm
Yeah.
okay to be there.
Yeah.
You know, like, this is all right. But
I mean, you are.
the
You're allowed to go. It's just like you gotta fucking follow those rules, man, or else like you're gonna do
That's
something
true.
and go to jail for 20
Wait,
years.
I mean, okay, call me an idiot, but can you just go there?
Yeah. I'm almost positive you can just go there because when I was
Really?
in China, I met an American guy he's like, I go to North Korea just to like check it out.
I'd love to do that. Are
Yeah.
you kidding? My
Yeah.
honeymoon, North Korea.
North Korea.
I'm like, okay, enjoy Africa.
That would be so funny if you're like, yeah, I'll go to Korea, and everyone's like, oh, Seoul, and you're like, no, a little northern from Seoul.
I mean, memorable experience.
What's the capital of North Korea? I don't even know.
Oh my God, I should know this. I'm
Yeah.
embarrassed. I
No,
need to
me
find
too.
out before my honeymoon. There.
Yeah. But back to the Queen. That's insane. That little hologram of her for the Jubilee.
Yes, that was, and this was the moment where she was supposed to be there IRL, and they were
Yeah.
like, we're going to throw a hologram in instead. So that was, I mean, understandable. She was like 96,
Yeah.
95 at that point, I guess. That was
Right.
her birthday.
For
so
some reason, I thought she was 101, but she's not. I don't know.
that's like really not even that far off.
That's true.
5 years, come on.
Man. Yeah. Mixed reactions, I would say.
I know. I think it's been very telling, like what side of the social media you're on.
Right.
Like, I've seen a lot of Irish and Scottish people. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
And I get it. But I'm also like, you know.
Yeah.
She was like, I don't even know how to feel about she was like so consistent.
Right. And also, I mean, I think blaming the queen, listen, I don't know. I am not
We're
invested
always,
in the
yeah,
royal family.
out of
I don't know what
pocket.
the fuck I'm talking about. But I will say the queen herself, like everyone's like, she's responsible for colonialism and this, that, whatever. I'm
Definitely not.
she's just one person who was basically following orders and like actually was really progressive in a lot of ways.
Yeah. I actually did see this one clip online of when she went to Saudi Arabia and whoever was in charge, I forget his name, was shut the fuck up, password.
No, he's so cute.
He's so cute. He's like on one today. So she went to Saudi Arabia and the monarch, king, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever-
whoever's in charge.
I don't know what the title is there, but like big time, definitely a dude. And he was like, they went on a drive together and she was driving the car and he had been enforcing the women can't drive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was like, this was a while ago, a couple, like maybe like 20, 30 years, maybe more.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
fucking know. She was around for a while, clearly.
Yeah, right.
So he was enforcing the women can't drive part and the queen was driving the car around and she apparently fucking floored it.
Oh my God, good
Like,
for her.
Like there were articles written about how she scared the shit out of him because she was driving like a maniac.
Wow.
Because she was like, and that was one
and
of
he's
the,
like, this is why women can't drive. This is unsafe. This is reckless driving.
it's like, I see what your point is, but
She like crashes the car. She's like, yeah, progress. And everyone's like, lady, you just set us back 10 years.
yeah, it's gonna be at least 10 more years till we're behind the wheel over there. But enjoy your joyride.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, I was like, that's pretty cool.
It
I
is
mean,
pretty cool.
Also, you have to literally be the Queen of England for the Saudi Arabians to be like, fine,
Right.
you can drive, I
Right.
guess.
And then she turns out to be the worst driver in the world.
She just hit pedal to the metal.
It's also funny because like I doubt she drives in England.
Definitely not.
So like
She gets
what the
driven
fuck?
wherever. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
What if she just had like accidentally did all that and then afterwards they would like, look at her taking a bold stance against his thoughts against women, and she's like, yeah, that's what I was
Sure.
doing.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. I think boiling it down to like blaming her for everything that England as a country has done in the past few centuries is fucking kind of stupid.
It's
honestly.
dramatic. It's
It's
yeah.
a very like dumbed down way to look at things for
Yes,
sure.
it's definitely an exaggeration.
Yeah. I also saw one thing where some guy was like, she covered up for her pedophilic son and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, you can't help who your son is.
Also, what do you mean covered up or like didn't promote it?
Right.
Which would be weirder.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
She's like, check him out.
Also,
This guy, he's really fucked up. Like, let's get him out there.
Right.
Press tour.
yeah. And I also think like people are really overestimating how much actually gets to her. Like, obviously, she's probably aware of the Epstein scandals and stuff.
Yeah.
But before that, I don't know.
I'm sure she had no idea what he was up to.
Yeah.
She's busy.
Yikes.
I don't think it's a very healthy family dynamic, famously.
No, it's not.
She's like, who? Oh, my son.
Oh, my son. I haven't seen him in ages.
Yeah. My corgis? No.
Yeah.
I
How many corgis did she have?
I saw, actually, I don't really know, but I did see a list of like 12 different corgi names that I
Yeah.
feel like was associated with her. Was that her doing? Like, was she the original corgi person or were corgis a thing before her?
I don't know. Maybe they got in vogue because of her.
I don't know. Was she just like really into, would it be like you became queen and you're really into Maine Coon cats?
Yeah, yeah.
And,
And then everyone gets a Maine Coon cat.
yeah. So like, oh my gosh, it's so cool.
I would love that. Just a country of Maine Coon cats.
Yeah,
That would be great.
that would be great. Yeah. So R.I.P. the queen. And then I guess now we have is there a king? We're going to call him the
Yes.
queen. We just got to call him the
King
queen.
Charles.
Queen Charles.
Yeah, Queen Charles.
It's Queen.
Not
of
my
England.
king.
Not my king. Literally, I don't live there.
No. But yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, I think that it should be like the end of the monarchy. They should just be like, all right, we had a good run. We'll take it easy.
This was cute.
This was cute. It's like a weird tradition that now we can kind of put to rest and move on with our lives.
Yeah, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Especially Charles. Who's like
Yeah.
excited about him?
I don't know. It's
Okay.
like the Joe Biden of the presidency.
Yeah,
Or,
he's
of
like-
the
he's
monarchy.
Am I really up? I'm up. Okay. I didn't
Yeah.
see this coming. I got to be honest.
His first job at 73. Which is really funny.
That is.
Oy, Maron. All right, cool. Well, another fodder topic that we had for today, which is sort of a bummer, actually a really big bummer, is the CFO of Bed Bath & Beyond has leapt to his death from a Manhattan skyscraper.
Wow.
Yeah.
My guy.
Yeah. So Gustavo Arnal, he was facing pump and dump allegations less than 2 weeks earlier. So pumping and dumping the stock.
Yeah, so making a shit ton of money off of Bed Bath & Beyond.
Right, which I assume was dead.
Yeah, I was like, oh, are they really still running?
Yeah, I thought it was like a JCPenney situation where
Yeah.
like they declared bankruptcy and was, I don't even know if they did that or not, but like I just assumed that they were like in the same pool where they
Right.
were just like basically running out of assets and they're going to close all their shops.
I know they had announced layoffs like 2 days before, like some pretty massive layoffs. So they're probably still going to go under.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. Don't listen to me. But so he managed to make a buck off of Bed Bath & Beyond and then got found out and leapt to his death.
That's correct.
That is so dramatic, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm very sad for him, his family, etc. Obviously, there was a lot going on there. But, like, it's white-collar crime.
Right.
Just, like, go to your nice prison cell for, what, fucking 24 months?
Right, honestly.
And then move it along.
Yeah.
You move it along. You are the CFO of a very large corporation. You're gonna be okay.
Right. And I feel like people, I mean, you manipulated stocks for Bed Bath & Beyond. You're not like stealing from mom and pop shops. It's not like a, I don't know. Maybe I'm incorrect.
I'm like, you're fine. That's basically humanitarian work.
Yeah, right. It's not that bad.
No, I'm a big deal.
He's a hero, actually.
Yeah, but maybe I'm curious because obviously there's a lot of review going on right now. I did see one story. This is still under investigation, but one of the headlines was that he had been having a mental health crisis, but
And they knew about it.
They knew about it,
Yeah.
and because they were obviously going through some liquidity issues, and he was their CFO. They were like, "Hey, figure it the fuck out," and he was like, "Can't,
Oh,
though."
wow.
So, I mean, I don't know. Like, this is obviously all being reviewed, and who knows if that's actually legit or not. We'll circle back on this when there's more juice and it's not just only sad.
Yeah, right.
Right now, I'm like, oh man, did he have a family? Do we know?
I actually don't know.
Okay, we'll find out more.
But then, so he fell from the 18th floor of the 56 Leonard Street building, which is the Jenga building in Midtown.
No way.
Yeah. Which also, if you're going to kill yourself, just PSA, if you're going to do it, just take a bunch of pills and do it in your bathroom or something.
Yeah.
Don't fall from a skyscraper that could then kill somebody else, right?
I hadn't even thought about that.
And then think about all the
Oh
people
my
that
God.
saw him falling. That's
Yeah,
like
that's
super traumatic too. I would be like, sir, shoot yourself in your bathroom like a fucking adult.
Yeah, come on.
Right.
Figure it out. Like, yeah, what are you doing? Of course is why you're not very good at your job. You're not good forward thinking skills. Sorry,
Yeah.
too far? Okay.
But it's so true. Like, or I don't know, people that like any type of jumping off of any building is super risky
Wait.
for the people underneath it.
Did we talk about this already? The guy from Russia, oh God, I don't even remember. I think it was a businessman actually. I'll double check. But this Russian guy was in the hospital and then it was reported that he died from falling out of the hospital window.
Oh, please.
He had just made public remarks against the war.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Dude, Russia's a fucking
Russia
psycho
goes
place, man.
hard.
They really do. They really do. It's something else.
Maybe he did have some mysterious illness where you just fling your body out the window, but probably not.
I'm going to doubt that one.
I'm going to go ahead and say that was most likely not what the illness was.
Conspiracy brain thought maybe somebody pushed this Arnold guy out of the window. But I feel like there'd be footage of that.
We'd probably have more information. Also, him getting murdered would be a much easier story for Bed Bath & Beyond than him killing himself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He went to the beyond.
He did.
We're going to hell. We're also going to the beyond, and it's hell.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
So yeah.
Queen, R.I.P. Bed Bath & Beyond CFO.
So we've already started
What's
off
the
strong
deal?
with
Yeah,
two
what's the
deaths.
Deal with this week's episode is just...
I know. It's doom and gloom, everybody.
gloom.
Let's get into some more fun stuff before we off ourselves. I'm just kidding. Everyone, especially YouTube. Okay. So I'm going to get into the first scandal from Shark Tank that I'm going to talk about, which is involving jail time.
Oh, perfect.
So now we're going death, jail.
Yeah, we're trending upward. We're trending up.
Okay, so there was a former wine and liquor distributor that was sentenced to 24 months in prison. See, just 24 months.
Dude. What are you doing?
Right. And he
It's probably
apparently...
not even that bad.
It's not that bad. It's probably like kind of a nice little vacation.
Yeah.
You get to read a lot.
No drinking. 24 months off drinking.
No drinking. Ooh, that'd be great.
Yeah, you lose
Although I guess
weight.
you could make hooch.
Oh.
Yum.
If I'm that desperate for a drink, like, just leave me in there.
Yeah, literally.
I'm drinking hooch.
I know.
All
oh my
set.
god. That sounds not a hooch, but a drink sounds nice right now.
Yes.
Okay, so he was using Shark Tank as part of the scheme to defraud investors, according to prosecutors. So this guy named Joseph Falcone, who was 60 at the time, formerly operated the 3G's Vino LLC, a wine and liquor based in Bethpage and Farmingdale, New York.
Okay.
Among other products.
So just ran a liquor store, basically.
No, it was a liquor distributor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So among other products, 3G's distributed a single-serving wine in a sealed glass. I think I saw this episode, which had previously been featured on Shark Tank.
Okay. So basically like those, like, I feel like we have the cans of wines now, but it was...
Yeah.
Wait, I actually feel like I've seen those in stores.
Me too, but maybe it's a different...
Like, they were like the little plastic, they looked kind of
janky.
Yeah.
Yeah, they looked like something you'd have as a kid.
Yeah,
like in a
but it's
barrel.
wine.
Yeah, but it's wine.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you
yeah.
like open up this like tinfoil top.
Yes, I've seen those.
They weren't
back in
bad.
I've never had one, but
I've had one. They
Oh.
weren't bad.
they were bad.
No, they weren't.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But I mean, I'm not exactly a fucking sommelier, so
Yeah.
I have no
And
idea.
depending on the year, I feel like my wine taste has gotten more experienced. Seen a bottle or two. Okay.
Yeah. So, in September of 2014 and November of 2015, Falcone solicited investments and promised potential investors that their money would be used to fund 3Gs by purchasing the single-serving wine product, according to prosecutors. Instead, he used $527,000 of those investments for his personal benefit, including to pay off a mortgage for a Florida residence. It's always Florida.
Florida. If she's back, it's probably in Tampa, I swear to God.
And to fund his online securities tradings.
Okay. I don't know what that last bit means, but it sounds fancy.
Sounds fancy, and it sounds like insider trading situation.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
So he basically just took investor money and he was like, I'm totally going to use this to make wine in sippy cups.
And then he just straight up did not.
Perfect.
He was like, or I could just pocket it.
Or what if I just use it for fun? And they were like, what?
Yeah, right?
So they actually went after him and got him in jail.
Yeah. And like, here's the thing. The year was 2014, but like $527,000. I'm like, it's not like worth going to jail over.
No.
Like, your life isn't going to change that significantly. I mean, it's a lot of fucking money,
It's
obviously,
a lot of money,
but like,
but it's like, if you're going to go to
Go
jail for
bigger.
24 months.
yeah. My advice to this man is go bigger and do
Steal
bigger crimes.
Steal more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, all right.
That's a strong start, though. 24 months in jail. What did any of the sharks invest? Did you say that?
No, I don't think so.
Oh man, I wish he had been stealing like Barbara Corcoran's money. She
Yeah,
would be
right.
like, get the fuck in jail right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
She's hardcore.
She is.
Who's your favorite shark?
My favorite shark is, I think, Barbara.
Yeah, Barbara's great. Of the original, but do you know that Bethany is now a shark?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wait, Bethany.
Bethany Frankel. Yeah.
I love her.
Or she was, at least for like a little bit. I don't know
Oh
if she
my
still does. But yeah, for a
God.
few episodes, she was a shark, which is pretty fucking cool.
That's a great, I mean, that show is just top notch. Whenever it's on, I'm always like, I'm tuning in.
Yeah, it's great.
It's inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
You get excited, learn about new products.
Oh, yeah.
No notes.
Um,
I hope there's tea about them. I should look into that.
About like the actual people on the show. Oh, yeah. We could do like a whole episode on that probably.
We should definitely do that. We should definitely review.
Yeah.
Because I want to hear what nonsense Barbara Corcoran has on these guys.
Right.
I actually love Mark Cuban too.
I know. He's great.
He's so great.
Why does he always have to look like such a schlub, though?
'Cause
I mean, on
that's,
the
like, his
show, he looks
brand.
okay. But like when they go to like press events and stuff, he's always in a T-shirt. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
We get it.
Because he lives in Dallas, I think.
Oh,
And in
okay.
Dallas, t-shirts like formal wear. Like, oh my God, you wearing a shirt? Like, wow.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about some failed Shark Tank companies that actually got investments and then went kaput. So this first one's called Toy Guru.
Okay.
So basically, it was the Netflix of toys, a subscription service allowing you to rent different toys each month. That's a great idea.
That's a great idea because kids have no attention span. Thanks, TikTok.
Yeah, right? Oh my God. Adults don't have any fucking attention span. I tried to like sit and watch a show last night. Let me tell you something. I have no idea what the show was about. I have everything to know about what was going on my TikTok.
Yep.
It's disgusting.
It's no longer than 90 seconds. Like
It's
that's
so
like how long I can focus.
Yeah.
This episode is hard for me to do. I'm like, you talked for more than 90 seconds
I
in a
know.
row, and I'm like, I will need you to repeat several minutes.
Listen, it's insane. So it was on season 2, episode 2, so pretty early on, and they raised $250,000 in 2 funding rounds from Mark Cuban and Kevin O'Leary. So
Kevin. They, I feel like, always pitted each other against, like, they were always like, fuck you, Kevin. Like, I'm in.
Right. I wonder how often, I should have looked this up ahead of time, but I did not. But I wonder how often, like, they get an investment on the show and then they pull out in private. They're like, come on, let's be fucking ridiculous. Like,
we've got to review Shark Tank in more depth as well. Like, this is good. This is a good, like, intro, and then we'll be back.
Yeah,
for
we'll
sure,
be back.
because I want to know about that as well.
Actually, I looked up and I saw this somewhere and then forgot to put it in my doc, but the success rates of the companies are pretty strong.
Oh, good.
Yeah, like a lot of them are making a profit. A lot of them are doing well. It's a great like marketing opportunity, obviously, even if you don't get
Absolutely. I mean, that's like kind of a lot of these things I wouldn't know about unless they were on the show or getting result press from being on the show.
Right.
It's a big, it's like being on like Oprah's favorite whatevers. You know?
I think that this Toy Guru should start up again because I think that's a really good idea. The only thing that I could see being no, I think it's great. But the reasons that they failed was sourcing prices. So it was really hard to source the toys affordably, and also the shipping costs because the toys have like different dimensions and stuff like that.
So I would say I could see that being successful locally.
Yeah.
Like if you had a New York-based Toy Guru or whatever. Guru or Gru or what are we... Was it G-U-R-U?
Toy Guru.
Guru. Oh, G-A-R-O-O. Okay.
Yeah, like kangaroo, but Toy Guru.
Toy Guru. Yeah, I could see it if like you had one where you would just go pick it up. Like it's like, you know, go to your local library.
Right.
Libraries should just do toy rentals.
They should. And it should be like, it has to be a specific type of toy. It has to be like plastic so that they can sanitize it in between kids.
Sure.
You can't be like,
shit down.
you know, tossing around a stuffed animal.
Well, I guess this was a season 2, so it was years ago. But I was like, that would have immediately gone under 2020.
Yeah, right.
Are you kidding?
Totally.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What, are you going to ship toy? No, it's not happening. No.
But yeah, I mean, I think that could totally work. There's like a Rent the Runway, but for your kids' fucking toys.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I rent everything now. I rent my furniture. It's crazy. Like,
you were the first person I met who had the rented furniture, and I was just because she has this like I think it was like a green armchair.
Yeah,
it was like some
blue.
Okay,
yeah.
It was just like a dark, like beautiful color, and I was like, this is such like a cool, unique piece. And you were like, rented.
Yeah,
it's like that's perfect because like you don't want to like
you don't want to commit to a statement.
It's a statement piece. You want to switch your statements.
Speaking of, I would like to give that back because I'm kind of done with it.
Well,
but
when you move,
when I move, exactly.
If you move.
If I ever fucking move in this lifetime. If my contractor is listening, I mean that.
Yeah, sincerely.
Yeah.
She's coming for you.
Okay, the next one was Shono towels. So they're like little towels with Mickey Mouses on them and like a little slit for the head. I don't know. It's just like easier for little kids, I guess.
Okay. Like little ponchos.
It's a poncho, exactly.
Was that when ponchos were really... Remember that brief moment in time when ponchos were in style?
Yes. With like skinny jeans and high boots.
What was wrong with us?
There's so many things that are wrong with us. Right now, what's in style is wide leg pants that give me a fucking camel toe. So I'm sure I'm going to look back on that and be like, why did everybody need to see each individual labia when I was on stage? I don't know that that's necessary.
Couldn't tell you. Just edit it out.
This is not something that the viewers can see, but Password is resting his head like a little king. Take a photo of that.
God, he's so perfect. What an idiot. Yeah, follow us online, Risque Business News, for this cute boy. Oh.
Okay, so they raised $75,000 for 25% equity from Lori Greiner.
Lori. I actually like all of them. I gotta be honest, I kind of like all the sharks.
Yeah, they are nice.
Each one of them I'd be like, you guys would be fun to hang out.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that one like Christian guy. I don't know if he's Christian or not, but he has like a Christian face.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? The guy, what's his name? I'm never gonna come up with it. He made his money off of IT. Can you look up the sharks real quick? Robert Herjavec.
Okay.
He's got He's got a real wholesome face. I don't like him.
Too wholesome for us.
Too wholesome.
We need somebody who can get down and dirty.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. He's Canadian. Oh, no, he's Croatian. Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he can go fuck himself.
I mean, if he offered me money, I would take it, but
Absolutely.
I would just be like...
100%. He actually, I think, has a cybersecurity practice now.
Oh, really?
Or in addition to. I'm sure he's very loosely connected to it.
Yeah, totally.
I'm sure that is in name only.
Damn. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so they raised their money from Lori Greiner, this show no towels. But basically, right from the start, the relationship between the founder and Lori took a hit. According to the founder, Greiner warned her not to cash the check on the next day, and later on tried to change the terms of the deal, asking for 70% of the company instead of 25%. That's a big difference.
Massive difference. Also, she said she gave her a check and was like, "Don't cash it."
Yeah, right. It's weird.
Okay, Lori, I'm on Team Towel people.
Totally. So Team Towel people, they said, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And then Greiner changed the deal to a loan that could be used only for sales rather than other expenses. Okay. So the owner had this to say about it. My Shark Tank deal with Lori Greiner turned to crap. I once cursed my shark partner for kicking me to the curb, but now I thank her. She taught me much more than she thought she did, and none of it was about business.
Damn, that was about Lori?
Yeah. And that was a quote from Shelley's blog post, which is now not online anymore.
Oh, if you get that archive. Yes,
yeah, right. She probably got so fucking pissed and then wrote
I'm
that and then was
sure.
like, maybe I should not publicly do this.
Publicly shit on people who are going to invest in me, who are really
that's not
powerful
great.
in the investment world.
Yeah.
And well connected.
Yeah. Because then when I ask other investors, they're going to be like, Exhibit A, why we're not fucking with your shit.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Also, I will be honest, I don't love that idea.
No, me neither. It's kind of lame.
It's
and they
stupid.
had they had a lot resting on a big deal with Disney, obviously, and then they didn't have enough they didn't have enough sales online, so Disney was like, nah.
Well, and also like the distribution, if you're going to do a deal with Disney, like good luck.
Right.
People buy Disney adults, they're going to be buying the shit out of those ponchos for their kids.
Oh yeah.
It's like a baby and just like swimming in a towel. It's like, why am I wearing this? It's because it has Mickey on it. Disney adults freak me out.
Oh, they're so weird.
They're so weird.
We should do another episode on Disney.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Just be a whole episode on anti-Semitism.
We will need to have a Jewish guest for that one.
Yeah. Okay, this next one is a body jack, JAC. So the body jack is a fitness machine designed to make push-ups easier for out-of-shape people. Okay, I could fuck with that.
Body jacks is just like girl push-ups.
Yeah, yeah. Push-ups on your knees, but like with a whole contraption that you have to fit in your tiny apartment.
It's just a towel for your knees.
Right. I fucking suck at push-ups. I would have maybe liked this.
I hate push-ups so
I hate
much.
them so much. I would think that you could do them though, because you're strong.
I used to be able to do like some of them, but it's just like, I don't know. That's not how I couldn't do pull-ups. I was bad at push-ups. I was very good at leg exercises.
Yeah.
It's like because I swam, we know. Everything was just leg focused. My arms were always just kind of like for show.
Yeah. But what was your stroke?
Breaststroke.
Isn't that a very arm-focused stroke?
No, that's the frog one. And you certainly do better with a good pull. Don't get me wrong. And my pull's fine. But my legs were definitely the focus area.
Okay.
That was where that was the money makers. About $50.
Right.
That's what we got from that.
That's funny. All right. So anyway, so this body jack got $180,000 for 50% equity. This is like a lot of equity that people are just throwing around.
Yeah.
From Kevin, maybe that's the lesson here. Don't give them so much fucking equity.
Right.
From Kevin Harrington and Barbara Corcoran. So it failed because in the show, Barbara told Jack Barringer that to finalize the investment deal, he had to lose 30 pounds to prove the machine worked.
Barbara, we cannot say that kind of thing to people.
No.
Even men.
That's crazy. So he actually did. And the deal went through, but the business didn't reach any success afterwards.
Wait, that was a real term she put in the contract.
Yeah.
He had to lose 30. Can you imagine that fucking diet he
No.
went on right after that?
I would be like, I guess I'm just not going to eat, and then I lose 30 pounds. It has nothing to do with my fucking body jack.
Yeah, what the hell?
Like, doing push-ups doesn't make you lose weight. It just makes you...
Literally not at all, actually.
No.
If anything, maybe gain a little because you're put on strength.
Right.
It's not cardio.
Right. That was insane.
Barbara.
I know,
Bad.
right?
Bad Barbara.
The product was discontinued in 2012, and Corcoran had mentioned in interviews that she thought that was the worst business deal she ever made.
Yeah, maybe because you put a stipulation on that you need to lose 30 pounds.
Pretty fucking crazy. All right, this next one is the Kate app.
Kate app.
So it was a privacy app that hides calls and messages from selected contacts. So basically a fucking messaging app for cheating.
Wait, so like if I called like I don't know, other boyfriend or something, it would, and he put me on the Kate app, then my calls wouldn't show on his logs?
Correct.
You're canceled, everybody.
You're canceled.
Also, when you see that you have the Kate app on your phone and be like, what the fuck is this?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. How did they pitch that?
I don't know. So the founder is this dude named Neil Desai, and he's canceled. If anybody out there if anyone out there is dating Neil Desai, dump him. Okay.
That reminds me of that Facebook group I'm in right now. It's the
we
talked about this.
Yes, I don't think we've talked about it on the pod.
Oh my God. There is a Facebook group right now called Are We Dating the Same Guy for New York City. And it is about, I joined early. I was an early adopter and I'm dating one guy. So I would assume no one else is dating him.
Right.
Never posted.
Could you imagine Matt has a separate life?
What if he showed up? I would be like, again, like my joke, like, how?
Right.
Kind of impressed.
Totally.
But basically the whole premise of the app is that like women who have had, you know, dates that were questionable or even just like dates where they just want to make sure he's not, you know, married with kids.
Right.
They post the guy on this Facebook group and then all these other women like were like, yeah, I went on a date with him. He was great. Or, get the fuck out now. Get out.
That's crazy.
It's so fun.
Yeah, it's very fun. I mean, it's one of these things that it's kind of a shitty thing though, because then like they're just like salty exes could go on there and be like, he sucks, don't date him.
There are a lot of rules and people are fair. I found mostly fair. Like women love ripping on women. Let me be real.
Right.
Like in a heartbeat, they will rip these women apart if they're like, think that it's weird at all. Mm-hmm. But yeah, absolutely. There's certainly been the ones where I'm like, that kind of was crossing a line a little bit.
Yeah.
But by and large, there were certainly the ones where I was like, well, that guy looks like he's going to leave you in the trunk of a car. If you really needed to post this on Facebook to verify, maybe it's not going to work out.
Yeah. That's so crazy. Imagine like having a feeling about somebody and being like, I don't know, something about you fucking stinks.
Yes. And then posting it on Facebook and being like, oh, he's wanted in other states.
Terrible.
That has happened, by the way. There were some that was like, oh yeah, it's join the group.
Can anybody join? Can I join?
You can join, absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
But they do verify you ahead of time. So like you would hit to request to join and then some lovely admin lady will let you in.
Yeah.
But there's guys in theirs too.
There's
like
okay.
A couple guys. I mean, I think it's like
it should
I don't really give a shit. It's New York City.
It could just be like people, right? Like can a guy put up a girl and be like, is anybody dating this girl?
They didn't design it that design is giving it a lot. It's a Facebook group.
Yeah.
Or like a couple lines written at the top.
But it's not intended for that.
It's not intended for that. And I think part of the reason is that like the fights that would happen in the comments as a result, I think would probably get a little much. Like especially like imagine if the guy got posted and he was in the group.
Right.
And he was like, what the fuck? I didn't do like, you know, then a woman wouldn't like feel comfortable posting him maybe or whatever. And they do post some of the messages between the groups. They always block out the names, but you can see who it is. So like if you recognize them, you'll know. And so men are horrifying on dating apps, it turns out. I haven't been on there in a while. Like, God damn, what's wrong with you guys? That's fine.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing is that people can say anything if they wanted to, but who knows? Like,
well, now there's, I saw this post on Blind that came up. Blind, the best app out there.
Yeah.
And these guys were trying to get the app removed. And people kept being like, there's nothing illegal about this.
About Blind?
No, about the, sorry, not the app, the Facebook group.
Oh.
It was like these guys who were super butthurt about having been posted. And they were like, I don't know, man. Like, it's a public profile that you had and you made comments from it. Like,
yeah.
It's not like sharing like your identifying information
or your like private photos.
Right, exactly.
You know, like
exactly.
I was trying to draw a parallel in my mind right now about like, have you seen the documentary The Most Hated Man on the Internet? So he had we should totally do an episode on this, but he had a website that was called youup.com and it was like back in the early 2000s. And what he would do is he would like, it was revenge porn basically. So guys would send him, for the majority, like 90% women, 10% men, naked photos of them. And he would just post these girls online on a website. And like I know people that have been posted on there.
What?
Yeah. We could have them sit in and talk.
Did he go to jail?
Yep.
Damn.
Yes, he did. Isn't that crazy? It's fucking wild, dude.
Yeah, that's so insane.
And he was so like unapologetically that guy. Like he didn't give a shit about it. He didn't think it was doing anything wrong. It's like insane.
That's like there's this certain we're very lucky that I feel like a lot of the men we deal with are more above board.
I think so.
By and large.
Yeah.
But there are
some who knows what they say behind our backs, but
true. Probably some heinous shit, but listen, I've had my share of words about them as well.
Right.
We love them. But like have we talked about Andrew Tate?
No. That would be fun.
Oh, we should do a whole review of this fucking guy. I only found out about his existence about 2 months ago, and I've been suspicious ever since. Like, I went through my Instagram and I looked at all the guys I know who follow him. Oh yeah, he's now he's been banned off Instagram.
Yeah.
But like, noted.
It could be like ironic though that they're looking at him.
I totally get that, and there was one girl who followed him where I was like, definitely looking for bits.
Yeah,
I
totally.
I see you right there.
Totally, because like
that's
it's
fair.
hilarious.
But I was certainly like, just putting that at the back of the old mind.
So weird.
If you don't know who that is, I don't even want to tell you because he's a horrifying man.
It kind of feels like, because I just heard about him like 2 months ago. It sort of feels like he's on this, like any press is bad press, where now more people know about him and like he's going to scrape up a few incels from just people knowing about him, where I think it's intentional. And I think that the people talking about him, like us, on the
we're like, look him up, subscribe, Andrew Tate, at AndrewTate.com.
But the things that we're doing right now is actually like fueling him. It's fueling him.
Yeah, well,
it seems like it was like coordinated because overnight every single person was making fun of him. Every single person was.
He was everywhere.
Yeah, he's all over TikTok.
So he
walks like a waddle.
He's the most, and he looks he's horrifying looking.
He's the ugliest guy.
We'll definitely do a more reviewed, like, we've already brought him up, so we may as well, like, do more in depth on him at some point. But he got banned. He was one of the only people not only people, but, like, he was banned from all the social media sites.
All of them?
Except for maybe YouTube. But he's not on TikTok, and he's not on Instagram, which would, also mean that he's not on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I guess there's more. But beyond that, I don't even think he's on Twitter.
Okay.
And I think it was one of the things where these social media sites, there's actually broader implications from that. Like, he's not doing anything illegal. Minus, he definitely has raped a lot of women because he fled to Eastern Europe. Specifically to flee rape charges.
Really?
Dead serious.
Oh,
that's why he lives there. He can't come back. And we're all like, yeah, this guy's great.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Whoa. That is interesting, though, because just because someone's saying something that you don't like or you don't agree with, it doesn't mean that they shouldn't have the right to say it. I
know,
guess
and
people have such like little faith in humanity, and so do I, because why would I have faith in humanity? I have no faith in audiences. I assume everyone in the audience is like the dumbest person in the world.
Yeah, dumbest.
But like...
horrible values.
But it's like, I can know that some people on the internet exist and they can just exist in their little echo chamber and it doesn't have to get to me. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I don't care about whether or not he's fucking talking on the internet.
Well, I think part of the reason that was kind of worrisome was I think the social media sites just legally are starting to get worried about their responsibility for the apps. And that was the big thing with Twitter. And Elon Musk being like, no censorship on Twitter, like both political, but this is like another version of that where, what
you're like radicalizing young men. What
happens if young men watch this guy and then go and shoot up a nunnery or something along those lines? And then like, what are the legal implications?
A nunnery.
A nunnery. Like, where are there a lot of women nuns?
Yeah, a covenant.
Yeah, it's a covenant of nuns. And like, what happens then if like he got them riled up via Twitter or something like that? Are there legal implications? And I think they just don't know right now.
Yeah, because it is like a loose tie, but who fucking knows? Like,
yeah,
I
mean, certainly going to press the case.
Right.
The Lord will press the case in that case. So stupid.
All right. Well, anyway,
sorry, that was a tangent.
Yeah.
That was some tangent.
We're going to steer back on course here. We're talking about the Kate app. So as a reminder, since we've been talking about something else for 10 minutes, it is the cheating app where you can download it and like you can hide messages and calls from your fucking logs, like a
from your other family.
Although, you know what, I've always said this, if you're gonna cheat on me, at least do it behind my back like a fucking responsible person, okay? Like someone who's nice.
Okay, go on.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Well, like people that are like, oh, I feel like I need to tell her because it's like, no, don't tell me.
That's true.
That would mean that you want to break up with me.
Ignorance is
what you don't know can't hurt you.
Ignorance is bliss. Smooth brain club.
Smooth brain club. I mean, don't cheat on me at all, but if you're going to do it, at least have the decency to keep it a secret. Jesus fuck.
Yeah, that's true. Or at least try to keep it a secret. Let's be real. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck. And I will be impressed by how long you were able to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
I mean,
wow.
we are women after all. Like,
There's
snoop.
no way.
There's no way.
I know when Matt will be like, yeah, I cleaned. And I'm like, no, you fucking didn't.
Right. Well,
You're
I mean,
lying.
that's kind of obvious.
Yeah, no, I know. That's not a great example. But he'll be like, I did something. Or even on the phone, I'll be like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, I know you didn't. Just your tone.
Why are you lying to me right now?
Yeah, your tone says that you didn't do that. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to do it. And I'm like, see, I was right.
Right. All right. So anyway, so it failed because this is actually a good thing that it failed, I think. The Kate app only had 10,000 downloads.
Well, no,
So-
yeah. I mean,
and
I think all these
whoa.
men are like, I'm not an idiot.
Wait, this is kind of interesting. Most of the new customers were women. I wonder if like there's some way maybe women are fucking cheating on their husbands and keeping a really good secret.
I mean, to be fair, we always implicate men with cheating, and women be cheating too.
Oh, women be cheating.
Like a lot,
yeah.
for sure.
I think especially like I feel like women in this is a weird thing to say before I get married, but I think that women in just like regular boyfriend girlfriend relationships typically don't cheat, but wives cheat.
Well, that's
Except for me, Mark. But like but wives cheat. Like
Yeah.
especially like after they have their baby and they're not feeling like sexy and they have to go out and like prove to themselves that they're hot still or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
I wonder
That's
if
a
that,
guess.
I wonder if that power dynamic's going to kind of start to shift as we have these different generations get in there.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there was certainly the group of women where it was like, you kind of got trapped into this, didn't you?
Yeah.
You know, you kind of got swept up in societal expectations. Now you're 55.
Right.
You've had a couple kids. They just left. Your husband fucking hates you.
Right.
You hate him too.
Right.
It's kind of equal.
mutual.
You should divorce, but before that, you're going to do something a little wild.
Yeah.
I like to think that now we're together consensually. Not all marriages, obviously, but there's
Right.
we certainly know those in the suburbs where you're like,
Right.
that's not a happy group.
Right. But yeah, no, I think that you might be onto something too, because it's a much more like you're two wholes that are coming together as opposed to two halves coming together. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. Interesting.
This is now a relationship podcast.
Right. But okay, so obviously like beyond dating and stuff, the privacy functionality of the app could also work for government and law enforcement. So that is like a, regular application.
Like
of
if you're
it.
a spy.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Yeah.
don't want, like, I could see that in the government if they don't want certain
Someone
things
people to
be-
know that
yeah.
they're like, I don't know, Clinton's.
Yeah.
Where are her emails? Why
Right.
where are the calls?
So he pursued those markets, but it seemed like the app didn't become popular enough because the last of its social media accounts was 2013, so it's dead.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. The next one is a breathometer. So what's
like
a
a
breathometer?
breathalyzer?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was a portable device working with a smartphone app that measured blood alcohol levels, which is a portable breathalyzer, which is
Okay.
pretty fucking cool,
that-
actually.
Do we not have those? We definitely have those.
I think we do have them. I think that this specific one failed.
We we definitely have breathalyzers because I remember at one point during college, one of the girls on the team bought a breathalyzer.
Oh, I thought you were going to say got a DUI and had to get
No. Maybe later in her life. I never kept up with her, but she bought a breathalyzer, like a portable one, and she would bring it to parties.
Oh my God.
Which is COVID's wet dream.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that.
Yeah, totally.
And of course, everyone there was just breathalyzing each other the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Super fucking fun.
That
it was
does sound kind of fun.
also terrifying at a college party.
Yeah.
You're like, damn.
What was the highest you ever blew? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I was like really responsible. Not at all.
What is like a normal? Because like I know that
0.08
0.08
driving,
is,
which is
yeah.
like 3 drinks, two. I mean, I think it depends on the time. Two drinks, 3
Yeah.
drinks, depending on what you're drinking and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And it's college, so people are having about 15 drinks.
Right.
So 15 times.
Yeah.
5 times 8, so 0.4. No, you'd be dead. The guys would really. They'd really get up there, though.
Whoa.
It was impressive.
Damn.
Yes. Great party trick. Great party trick.
That is fun. We should get one.
Yeah. Actually, could be kind of a... I'm going to get that as your wedding gift.
Yeah. My mom's like, I knew you had an alcohol problem. Anyways, so this breathalyzer, it raised $1 million for 30% equity from Kevin O'Leary, Mark Cuban, Damon John. I don't think I know that one.
Damon is...
Oh, I know him, yeah. Lori Greiner, Robert Haverbeck. So like Herjavec. Seems like mostly everybody invested.
Yeah,
That's
everyone
like
was down. They were like
fucking sick.
They're all like, we would like to try that thing. Can we
Hell yeah.
Can we see?
Yeah, right.
My blood alcohol level?
I wonder if during the pitch they gave them like all a shot and then breathalyzed them. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I'd be down. I'd love an activity.
Yeah.
Love a party activity.
Hell yeah. So obviously the idea was pretty great. They all wanted to invest. The business ran into a lot of problems after the deal. They had trouble fulfilling all the orders that they were receiving.
Oh.
What a great problem to have. You know,
it is still a problem.
Yeah. And after a short while, it turned out that the device didn't work as advertised. Oh, that's a problem too.
Yeah.
The results of the device were giving not accurate, and occasionally it reported a blood alcohol level far below the actual value, which is pretty dangerous.
Ooh, he's
this
like the Theranos of blood alcohol.
Yeah, right. Obviously, that's a huge problem because it could encourage people to drive when they should not be driving.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's immediately shut it down.
Shut it
the
down.
fuck down.
Yeah. The FTC got involved and ordered them to make full refunds to all of its customers and take the product off the market. So,
bummer.
Mark Cuban called it the worst execution in the history of Shark Tank and blamed the founder for misspending the capital.
Okay, Mark.
Yeah.
I'm sure he did his best, damn it. He's like, I just had to test the product so many times. I've been drinking a lot.
Right. Okay, the next one is You Smell Soap.
Rude.
Hate it. And it was supposed to be a luxury soap brand. I'm like, you already lost me with that name.
Yeah. Though I will say some of the names are so strange for products like that are luxury, like Boy Smells, the candles.
Oh, Boy
Do you know
Smells?
Boy Smells?
Yeah.
I remember when I first heard about Boy Smells, I was like, worst name I've ever heard.
No, I kind of like it because you know how like boys smell nice?
No,
like,
no, I don't.
You don't think boys smell good?
Boys smell like, I mean, a washed boy?
Yeah, a washed boy.
A washed boy,
Yeah.
I can get behind. But like a stinky man? No. Boy Smells candle, like you don't clearly have they have a certain select subsection of males that they are targeting on their scent. And then there's the disgusting man who has been straight back from the gym.
Yeah.
No, we do not want a candle of him. That is
no,
a boy
we're
smell.
good. That is a boy smell.
Boy smell.
Pheromones are insane.
Yeah.
They're really weird. I remember when I was dating, like, you know, you'd like sleep with a guy. Then next day I would be like, this guy smells fucking horrible to me.
Yeah.
It's like such a weird, but like other guys don't, it's like
Yeah.
it's the same
I mean,
thing. Like you sleep with them and the next morning, like you guys were out dancing the night before, like they're all sweaty, whatever. And like they don't smell bad at all. And it's like so funny.
Yeah.
I bet I smell like terrible to some people.
Most
I guess.
I think. I don't know.
Right?
You smell. Girls always smell like net neutral.
Yeah.
It feels like we're just
we
like,
take care of ourselves.
Yeah, because you're clean.
And we
generally.
have so much going on. Like we have shampoos that smell like,
Yeah.
you know, how bad can
Lots
you
of
possibly
scents.
smell?
But for boys, I'm just like, no. Out the gate, that was not the candle name that I was going for. Girl smells. That makes sense. Yeah, with a lavender.
Yeah.
You know, a little.
Did you ever hook up with a guy that smells like eggs?
No.
Okay.
What?
I had
That is also, see, there you go.
I had
And they still like boy smells though.
I had this thing where like every so often I would hook up with a guy and like the next morning he would smell like dairy to me. And then I talked to some girls and like I've sampled like 10 girls and some of the girls are like, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. And other girls are like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So you might be in the no idea camp.
Did you ever double click on that?
Some people just smell like dairy.
What does that mean?
Like a milk eggy smell. I mean, it was so disgusting. Like I couldn't be with somebody who smells like dairy.
Absolutely not.
But there's people that smell like dairy out there, I'm telling you.
That is so, and they're just from like Wisconsin. Like, what's going on?
Let me like look this up. Let me just look up real quick.
We can
men
time lapse
that smell like dairy. Men's sweat smells like cheese. Women's like onions. What is this?
What the fuck is going on? This is discovermagazine.com. Researchers from Swiss company called Firmenich asked 24 men and 25 women to go in a sauna or pedal on an exercise bike to collect armpit sweat. The smells were then rated by independent smell assessors.
I would love to have that job.
That is an intense job. And women had the more unpleasant smell.
No way.
All right. That's fucking bullshit. Let me tell you that.
Although I will say, like, when my armpits get cooking, whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
It's not great.
Like,
it's not great. That's
fucking crazy.
It is pretty bad. That's why I wear deodorant. I wear people wear natural deodorant.
No.
You can fucking tell.
Dude.
I wear the deodorant that seals that shit off. I might as well be spraying
aluminum just straight in there.
I'm putting caulk from the bathroom. And I'm just close it up.
Dude, I tried the native deodorant thing for a while. By the way, please sponsor us. But wow. I mean, I was so Mark was like, I'm not going anywhere, but if I had the option to. This this is fucking foul.
As a little intervention, we all have that one friend where we're like, you should stop. You should actually apply some real deodorant.
Oh my God, yeah. That's so funny.
So women smell like onions and men smell like milk.
Yeah, I told you, dude.
My nose is fucking broken, I guess because I'm only I smell sweat. On Matt, sometimes I'll be like, you're not getting in bed. Child.
Yeah.
Hit the showers, buddy. Hit the showers. We'll see you in 5.
So this is so gross, but it's just true. It's just the truth. Mark is convinced that showering every day is bad for you.
Mark has a lot of weird hang-ups.
He really does. So anyway, he showers probably once every 3 days. And so everyone's always like, oh, does he smell? And I'm like, not really, actually. I think he's neutralized his
Yeah, he's got all his, I guess if you really get your cycles.
Right. He did smell for a little while. And then now it's kind of
I guess in the summer?
I
shower twice a day.
The man doesn't shower.
Oh. Mark?
Remember when that article came out? There was all these celebrities were like, "Oh, we barely shower. We shower." And Mark was like, "You see?" He's like, "I'm so fucking in vogue right now." It's like, no, you're just lazy, smelly fucking dude.
Yeah, you're just in a committed relationship. You don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm like, can you please shower on the wedding day? That's all I ask.
He's like, it was off my cycle, so
I'd really, really like it if you showered on the wedding day.
Please, natural deodorant, do not sponsor Mark.
I also think
Dear Lord, we do not need that.
I also think that guys are so precious about their hair, obviously, and when you
they're
shower,
so worried about it.
Some hair, I don't know. He takes Propecia, he'll be fine.
Yeah. Just get on it from birth. Just start hitting that.
Yeah.
Just send it over to the boys.
Yeah, so basically, why did you smell fail? Should be pretty obvious, but after the handshake deal, the owner tried to reach Robert Hadjervek unsuccessfully for 6 months. That's insane.
That's so funny. Robert was like, you smell like shit. Well, he actually walks up to him and he's like, oh no,
yeah.
This product does not work.
Oh God. So eventually, after doing his due diligence, he came back with an adjusted offer of $50,000 for 50% of the company. And then Megan refused that. Megan Cummings was the lady. So as witnessed from the show No Towel deal, from what we talked about before, the change of heart on the side of the Sharks is not a rare occurrence. Obviously, it's, they can change their mind if they want to, but the delay of 6 months with very little communication before making a decision and committing is a huge problem in itself. So a quick no is preferable to a delayed maybe.
That is annoying because you can't go after other investor, or you can, but it's super complicated. Also, how embarrassing would it be to have your deal rescinded and then the episode airs, which obviously in all these cases it did.
Right.
So everyone's like, oh my God, congrats. And they're like, yeah, well, actually,
I know. So
Robert's ghosted me.
Yeah, right. Ugh. It's like people that are like, I got passed at the cellar, and everyone's like, when's your next spot? And you're like, I don't actually go up there.
Never.
Yeah. Not that I'm passed at the cellar, but
Yeah.
All right.
We know the people you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. So some of the ones I'm going to go through 3 real quick ones that they missed that were on the show and they didn't invest in, and then I'm going to end us.
And they did really well.
Yeah. And
I love an underdog story.
I'm going to end this episode on a banger that I think we could both like. But so the Doorbot, which ended up being Ring.
No.
Yeah.
You fucking idiots.
That Amazon eventually bought.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is everyone has a Ring camera.
I know.
That is a major fuck up on their side.
Major fuck up. And I mean, what a blessing for the founder. I would be like, oh, thank God. Thank God. They were probably like, what am I, insane? Why wouldn't they invest in this at the time? And then looking back, they're probably like, thank God.
It is so interesting. That's a really good lesson in, what's the moral of this story? And it's like the bad things can actually be good things at the end of the day. Yeah. Sometimes you'll be Amazon, Amazon will come in and buy your product, and sometimes you'll go to jail for 24 months. Right. One or the other.
They asked for $700,000 for 10% equity. They got turned down by everybody. And then they eventually got bought by Amazon for more than $1 billion. Good for fucking them, dude.
Oh my God, I am stoked for them.
Yep. That's higher than the total valuation of all the companies in which the Sharks invested in 10 seasons.
Barbara, you idiot.
I know.
You could have been there.
Insane. The next one was Coffee Meets Bagel. Remember that, dating app?
Of those dating apps.
Yeah.
That came around, I feel like only 5 years ago or so.
Yeah,
I feel like it's relatively young.
No, I think it's a little older than that because I was on it, and I've been dating Mark for longer than that.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I guess it wasn't in Austin. Maybe it was just in major cities. Not where I was. We were like, Hinge. I tried to reference this to the crowd recently. I was like, Hinge, where you have a friend in common. And they were like, no.
Oh, is that
no longer it?
It isn't?
Apparently not. Oh, apparently that is no longer a thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to talk about dating apps. I'm going to move it along in terms of my comedy.
It's not our lane.
It's not my lane.
No.
Nope.
It'd actually be really annoying for us to do that because other people are struggling out there. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dating sucks.
Yeah.
Words like dating sucks, right? They're
dating
aren't you engaged?
I mean, did you live with your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Pretty stable relationship.
For years and years and years.
Yeah, but it did.
So that was actually something interesting about this. Coffee Meets Bagel, the largest offer in Sharks history. So it was $20 million to buy the whole business. $30 million to buy the whole business.
Wow.
And they said no.
Good for them.
Yeah.
But that'd be a hard one to say no to.
I know. I'd be like, oh yeah.
But it ended up working out for them? I think they're still around, right?
Yeah. They've raised $23 million in 5 rounds of funding. I guess not. I mean, well, I don't know. And it's not clear how much revenue that they're doing.
Pulling in. Well, people do like coffee and bagels.
Yeah. And then the last one that they missed out on was Chef Big Shake. And that is a shrimp burger.
Ew.
That actually seems like something my mother would have in the freezer. My mom.
Yeah, that weird shit where you're like, Mom, what the hell is this?
My mom bought these fish cakes in bulk off the internet. And she's so fucking obsessed with these fish cakes. And then every time I go home, she'll send me back on the Amtrak with a ton of frozen fish cakes. And then she lectures every single time. It's the same lecture. She's like, and then you can have this little side salad. That's a meal. And she's like, they're not bad, but it's just so funny to be on the Amtrak with a cooler of fucking fish cakes.
Your little lunchbox of frozen fish.
Yeah, she loves these fish cakes.
That is adorable.
Yeah, she's
little
obsessed.
Thing. But I'm sure, are they local?
Yeah, they're local.
Oh, yeah, there
Jean
you go.
Planner we're talking about
Jean
here.
Planner.
Please.
She would never miss.
Little side salad.
Yeah, it's a meal.
It's a meal. It's a total meal. Okay, so then the last one that I'm going to talk about on this episode, and I have 1,000 more for maybe 2 more episodes of this, is the Licky Brush, which is something maybe you and I would buy. It is a cat brush that you can put in your mouth so that it kind of resembles you being their mom, and they can come up and rub against you, and you can lick them.
That is so mentally unwell.
It's who was the target audience? Angela from The Office. That's basically it.
The target audience is me after 4 glasses of wine. I'm like, I mean, it sounds, and then that's the kind of shit I would order. 2 days later, it'd show up and I'd be like, oh no.
Yeah, like that is another Ambien purchase by Laura.
This is so embarrassing for me. Matt's
Crazy.
like, what's that? And I'm like, a vibrator. Yeah. Literally anything but what it really is.
That's so funny. So the investors thought it was a joke, and then they were shocked to find out that it already had sold $60,000 worth of product, which is insane.
Damn.
I know. There's a lot of people like you and me out there.
Weird people.
There really are. So even before appearing on the show, the two entrepreneurs appeared on Jimmy Kimmel and shared their product with the world. Kimmel later shared the segment with his Twitter followers. So. Okay.
So I guess, yeah, enough people. I'm sure a bunch of gag gifts, but $60,000 worth of gag gifts?
Gag gifts. That's true.
That is a very funny white elephant gift.
Yeah,
oh,
it is.
come on.
I'll get you one this year.
Oh, please do. Matthew was like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like,
Are you doing a white elephant this year?
I definitely will.
All
absolutely.
Right. It's like September 1st. I'm
I
like,
know.
Christmas.
Laura,
Yay.
white elephant. I have Galentine's. I host a Galentine's party and then a white elephant.
And I host a super spreader event on
once a pandemic.
Yeah, once a pandemic on Thanksgiving. I think I'll do that again this year.
That was super fun.
Yeah. Oh my God. Imagine if I'm in the new place by then. That'd be sick. I won't be, but imagine.
That would be sick.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine? No, I can't. Can't imagine a world of you actually moving into this place you guys spent.
No, we'll never move in. It's insane.
No. If you know a good contractor in New York, please like and subscribe.
Yeah, but anyway, so they were asking for $300,000 for 15%, and which they all thought was like a little bit too much. And they were like, if you came in for $50,000, like we might have gotten you a deal. Because again, like it is a good gag gift. Whatever.
There's stupider shit out there.
There is.
For sure.
Yeah.
And especially if you had if you had it where like it was a brush and you didn't just have to use it by mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it was like, oh, this is silly, but there is a practical use to it. Or just the silliness. I don't know. I have a litter robot. Like, what am I talking about? People are going to buy this shit. Like, for sure.
Totally. So it's still up and running. So we can get it. We can get it after all.
Okay. We get a sponsorship.
Oh, my God. I would love it.
Oh, God. That's terrifying.
All right. Well, that's been it. I think we're going to cut it off here, but we have like a million more of these. Tell us if you liked this episode because we can go on for days about these little
I like them.
Little tiny ones.
I had fun. Fuck you guys.
Just
Just kidding. We love you so much. Thank you guys for all the nice comments recently. Really appreciate that.
Tell your friends.
And see you next week. Bye.